Hey, what's up? It's me, your boy, Bono. I don't know. So, quick story here. I haven't posted it's been 10 months. That's quite a long time. I'll level with you. I should be doing better. The reason is because I've been on something called a cornfield retreat. Basically, you go and live in a cornfield for 10 months. And overall, it was a very enjoyable, meditative experience. I will say that when the corn harvesters came by, it got a little bit stressful. But otherwise, I'm glad I went. My wounds are still healing. I haven't been doing nothing, though. I sent in an absentee ballot, and while I did vote for Harris, I feel like there's a lot of chrisms I could levy. After all, kids are dying and stuff, so, we need to be doing more. This is pretty strange. I think my web browser is showing me a cached version of Google from 2016. Holy oh my God. We gotta get rid of any possible link to gayness, just in case they're watching. Okay, good.
And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland.
Yes, Greenland, I've never been, but from what I understand, quite a few Greenlanders these days want independence from Denmark. Maybe this will be a rare Trump W, and he'll mention this. Iceland became independent from Denmark over 100 years ago, I think. This is long overdue, so...
We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you
Good.
choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need...
What? Can we roll that back?
To the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security. And we're working with everybody involved to try and get it.
Okay. If anybody watching this right now has communication with Trump, please just tell him, it's his first State of the Union address in quite some time. I don't blame him for being nervous, a lot of pressure. Tell him to take a deep breath, for God's sakes. Maybe relax a little bit. Go get a soda. Maybe lay off the Ambien, probably. I'm kind of worried he's suffering from heat stroke or something. Let me tell you a little something about Pezbug Media Productions Corporation Limited. We do not criticize appearance here. So this is not that. I'm concerned for his health. I think he has heat stroke or something. I mean, there's no way that's natural.
But we need it really for international world security.
Yeah, we need it.
And I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it.
Well, good thing he's not the head of the military, right? He's the what? Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. We're fucked. We're totally screwed. I really like the laughter from the crowd here. It's a very rich people laugh.
We will keep you safe.
My boy Mike over here seems to be doing some grimacing, and I think is pretending to be Grimace. That's a laugh of people who know that their kids aren't going to be the ones who get drafted. So in all seriousness, this following clip is what actually got me freaked out the other day.
What is your vision for the potential annexation of Greenland and getting them potentially to...
Well, I think it'll happen, and I'm just thinking, I didn't give it much thought before, but I'm sitting with a man that could be very instrumental. Mark, we need that for international security, not just security, right. International.
International security. If you're not aware, the United States already has several military bases in Greenland. I don't really understand. Obviously, we're not really in the realm of logic here. I think a lot of people have been viewing this whole thing as a distraction, especially the first time around. That was my thinking as well. We all dealt with this the last administration. Conan went out there, and then, as many do now, people were like, this is a distraction from the other stuff that's going on. And for a lot of things Republicans do, I'm kind of a fan of that theory because I think it makes a lot of sense. And even now, it kind of makes sense, I mean, it's a kind of oh, look over here, while over here, Mr. Elon Musk is taking a sledgehammer to the education department, getting rid of Social Security and any other social program that the US has, which we barely have any. Besides Social Security, we don't have anything, so it's not going to be that hard. The fact that this is not the first time for this to come up, and he seems to be really focused on it, kind of does have me freaked out a little bit. And also, it seems like other countries are kind of taking it seriously. This is a video from Sky News, and it seems like a lot of people in the comments are not American, and it's a little bit concerning to see their perspective, because they're not laughing so much. This guy's about to start a world war. The U.S. becomes Russia.
A boat landed there 200 years ago or something, and they say they have rights to it. I don't know if that's true. I don't think it is.
Jesus Christ. Recording a video like this one is so difficult because it's just like, I don't even know what to say. There's nothing I can possibly say that will top what he's saying.
Term in office and
Who are you guys? So I think this is Fox and these are the Friends.
They're within that
it's an
kingdom.
autonomous nation.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, right.
Donald Trump was mocked for saying it, but he clearly has a plan for why he wants to.
Yes, he clearly has a plan. He has a very well-articulated plan. We live in such a vibe-based world. I would have a little bit more respect. Not much, but a little bit if Trump just came out and said that he has no idea what he's doing. Because at least we'd know that he's telling the truth for once.
One of the things I'm just pure speculation here is he is talking a lot about how to get criminal illegal immigrants out of our country. And if countries like Venezuela that we don't have relations with won't take them back, maybe he'll build a facility in Greenland and ship them there.
Oh.
That would for sure be a deterrent for people to come to the country if they know that they're...
Oh, wow. What a pitch. He's gonna Australia, Greenland? Her idea is he's gonna build a camp in Greenland. And this is, a camp that you could say kind of concentrates immigrants there in this camp. I also really love this idea as like a pitch to Greenlanders. Like, we're going to steal your country and then we're going to use it as a threat. Honestly, if stuff continues to go how it's going now, the number of people who want to be Americans is going to decline to a record low. I think people who are already Americans will start jumping ship. It might not be a good idea to be so choosy about Let's just say it might be advantageous to take advantage of whoever you can get.
Get it?
Oh.
I think we get Greenland. My prediction,
It's huge.
What's say to December 23rd? Yeah.
Listen, Greenland is plenty large, but I get the sense that a lot of these people, Trump included, have only seen the Mercator projection and nothing else. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's very large. I kind of get the sense they just look at this and they're like, my brain is so cooked, dude. That's...
By the end of his term, we'll get Greenland.
Okay, so
because he loves real estate.
Yeah.
Mark it down.
Is he going to melt the ice? Maybe that's been his plan the whole time. Like, he's so against doing anything about climate change because he wants the ice to melt. Easier to build a failing casino on. One thing that might be an interesting strategy for Trump is he could convince Greenlanders to join the United States willingly by offering them an incredible deal on the new Tesla Model 3. Take a look at this. Can you believe this? They're basically giving these away. Act now and they'll throw in a free tour of Elon Musk's house. So this is a pretty interesting video by Spaniel. It's kind of interesting in terms of understanding the possible strategies behind these threats. I mean, assuming if there is any strategy, I'm really not convinced. I'll put a link to it because it's an interesting watch, but essentially, war would be an insane idea. It doesn't make any sense. That being said, it might still happen. Who knows, frankly. But putting the incredible deal of a new Model 3 for only $1,000 down, can you believe it? But forgetting about that, if we're talking money, the country isn't for sale. But if the United States government were to offer $1 trillion, that would be like $17 million per Greenlander. $17 million. That's crazy. It's kind of hard to imagine what a country with every person having $17 million would be like. I'm sure Trump could find a way to get that money. I mean, how much money have we spent in wars that, like... The point is, and I would love to hear from some Greenlanders on this, but if I had the choice between World War III and $17 million, but I mean, obviously, this is totally absurd. I hate the idea that one person could just decide to own a country. Like, it's totally ridiculous. And the utility of this is kind of questionable. I mean, obviously, there's the defense stuff and there's a lot of resources in Greenland. If Greenland were a state, it wouldn't vote Democrat because they're like so far left from that. I think Chuck Schumer would be considered a right-wing extremist in Greenland. And honestly, I think that's the way it should be. But to put it lightly, I don't think that's going to benefit Trump electorally. I'm sure he's prepping for running for his third term already. So I guess it would probably be a territory of the US then. And like, don't even get me started on that. I'm no historian, but as I understand it, Thomas Washington, when the apple fell on his head, you know, he picked it up and he said, no taxation without representation. And he went on his boat, he sailed the ocean blue. Fast forward 300 years, Puerto Rico, American Samoa, Guam. I mean, there's a lot of them. Do they get a say in anything? No. And Thomas Washington, he's dead. You know, it's messed up, man. A famous philosopher, I think it was Gandhi, once said that you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. I'm afraid we did not die soon enough. So I guess that's everything for now. I have a lot of other videos I'm planning on making on this channel. So if you enjoyed this kind of leftist propaganda, please stick around. I will say that I'm very sorry to the people of Greenland. It's purely anecdotal, but from what I can see, basically nobody wants this. Last but certainly not least, please don't comment about the mask, okay? It's like, have you seriously never seen a twink before? You're missing out. I must not be trying hard enough, I guess. I'll wear a skirt next time or something. I don't know.